Hello everyone, welcome back yet again. And yeah, today we're going to be working on mob essence, but you can see I'm having a massive power shortage. Every once in a while my AE system cuts out. This is sucking up 290 RF, and this thing only outputs 400 RF, so yeah, as soon as I use a machine or as soon as my farms kick in, my power goes down. So I think before we work on some mob essence, I do kind of want to remedy this power. Because you can probably see already, I doubled my farm for, well, mob essence. I'm going to be growing a lot of carrots and wheat, actually. I was about to say potatoes, but wheat. And yeah, we're going to be using that up really soon. But first, we got to remedy this power situation. And it looks like the server's restarting again in 5 minutes, but that's okay. Okay, so what we're going to have to do here, actually I should run back and cut the power really quick. Alright, I'm just going to cut the input to this guy, so this farm is no longer sucking power. It can drain this cell and we'll get around to that. The farm is mainly what's killing my power. Okay, so what we're going to do is upgrade this cell and this line, and we're going to put some more magmatics on the line. I'm going to get a lot more power pumping through. So the first thing we're going to need is a fluid, or no, we got a fluid transposer, we need a magmatic. Or a magma crucible, excuse me. So we're going to need a leadstone cell. Well, that we can handle. Definitely handle that. Magma crucible. Let's get our cell. What else do we need? A machine frame. Oh, I'm short on glass. No, I got enough. I'll just use the clear glass. That works for me. Reception coil. And we should be good now. Except for the nether brick. I can craft up some of this netherrack really quick. You guys have seen me do this. Redstone into a lava barrel. So I'm going to need 8 pieces of netherrack to make 2 nether bricks. I'll be right back. And I think we're pretty good now. Yep, nether brick. Nether crucible. And we should be good to go. Perfect. So this guy is going to melt redstone for us. And I think I want to rearrange this a bit. I think I want my crucible on the left and my transposer on this corner. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, and we're back online and we got some power stored up. I just moved this stuff around. The setup for this guy is going to be outputs on the right because that's where our redstone's going to flow. Into the transposer I got 2 inputs, one for the water and one for the redstone. Whatever we decide. Like I showed you, flick that guy, he'll drain liquid. Okay, I'm not going to worry about automating them with ME just yet. For now, we're just going to get started. So I need some electrum. So that would be silver. I'm just going to get actually a stack of electrum because we will be using this quite often. And that's 1-to-1. So this is something we could actually teach our furnace. Well, let's go at the top. 1 silver, 1 gold. I should have some electrum. Equals an electrum. Encode. That we'll be putting in our furnace, the induction smelter. Here we go, we got some electrum crafting up. And that should automatically, oh, it equals 2. Okay. I guess it makes sense, 1 of each bar. So let's reprogram this guy. How you clear a cell, by the way, is shift right click with it in your hand. And now it's cleared. So we need to reprogram that. I'll get this set up. I'll wait for this electrum to smelt through, and we'll put that to good use. Okay, and we should have enough electrum to work with, so let's get started with this guy. Okay. So what we're going to want first is the cell. Let's just search redstone energy. First thing we're going to want is the cell, so we need to start with the frame. Frame is 4 hardened glass, or quartz if you use that. 4 pieces of electrum and a diamond. Perfect. So there's our frame. And with that frame, I think we have to fill the frame up with redstone, 4,000. And I think one redstone gives you 100, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out. Let's turn off the output. Let's smelt down one piece of redstone. It's 100. Okay, so there would be an easy way to do this. I could just make a block, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be using it all regardless. I'll throw the whole stack in. So what we're going to do is let this guy smelt up. We're going to turn this output back on, and the destabilized redstone will flow through into our transposer. And we throw the cell into there, and once we have 4,000, it will slowly fill up. This shouldn't take too long. Don't worry about the excess redstone, we're going to be using that as well. And 4,000. You should be filling up. Oh, it is filling up. Okay, there we go. Slowly but surely. You can see it ticking. And of course, it'll pop down to here, and this will be the output, so you could set this guy to auto output with a basic import for AE. Or Buildcraft pipes if you're not playing Sky Factory. Now we have a full cell. And I have to wait for power. You know, one quick thing you could do to fix this? This cell has multiple faces. So what you could do is run a separate dedicated line to your ME block. But it's not really going to solve the problem, because this guy inputs 400 and he outputs 400 per side. So I mean, I guess you could have multiple inputs on them, but then you'd have dedicated lines to separate engine blocks. It's just messy. You could get away with doing it that way, but I'm just going to solve the problem by upgrading the power. And I think we're good enough now. Power's all charged up. Let's put our frame in there. Redstone energy. And with the frame we have to go to a cell. So the cell is electrum, lead ingots, and a conductance coil, which is made with electrum. So one of those. And now we can have the frame. Or the full cell, not the frame. And this cell is pretty awesome. I mean, it's not the top tier, but it's pretty close. It's pretty damn awesome cell. I'm gonna plop this guy down. Really cool gold color. I like how you can see through the redstone. Pretty neat stuff. 2,000 input and output. That should solve our power problems pretty decently. Top is input, bottom's output. Perfect. Oh. Top is input, bottom's output. Now, we should be gaining RF. But we're using more than we're putting out, so yeah. We're not really net gaining anything. We're going to solve that next. So next thing, I need to upgrade these lines. Redstone energy again. And now we need some empty conduits, empty frame conduits. I should have a bunch of hardened glass stocked up. I'm just kind of curious how much. 5. That should be enough. We're just going to make all 5. 30. Okay, so these we have to put in the transposer as well, and I think they take 200, so 2 pieces of redstone for 30, so that's 60 redstone. I think we need another around 20 or 30 redstone, because what did my other one take? 40 pieces, so I'm gonna need around 40 more redstone, I think. I don't remember how much I put in here. We already have 12, just a little bit more. Let me craft these guys up. I'll see you shortly. So 36 was the magic number. I was off by 4. Close enough. And now we have 30 of these, which transfer 10,000 RF per tick. Pretty crazy amount of energy. Alright, so we're on max on there. It's time to upgrade this line. Well, we've gained a little bit. It's going to fill up the transposer and crucible now with power. Let's upgrade this old-fashioned line. It's just no longer cutting it. Too messy to solve the problem. We might as well just upgrade. And it wouldn't actually solve the problem in actuality. And don't these new lines just look cool? Like, look at the redstone flowing through there. It's pretty cool looking stuff. So, our last line was max 400 and we had 5 engines. That was capping it. I'm gonna build 10 more engines, I think. yeah, I'm going to build 10 more engines, 5 here and 5 on top. And I think you guys know the recipe for those, but if not, magmatic dynamo, Invar gears, and a transmission coil. Fairly cheap engines. I'm going to build 10 more of those up really quick. And here we go. Got our 10 dynamos. Perfect. Let's get some serious power output. Well, not super serious, but you know. Now I need some more fluid ducts. Ooh, this could be a problem. Because I am out of hardened glass. Do I have any more? Oh good, I do. I was worried I'd have to go craft up some hardened glass. Okay, so I do have to be wary of this elevator block, because I don't really want to block myself in, so... I really don't like the way that just sticks off there. Maybe we'll go from this side. Yeah, this might not be too bad. Yeah, I could deal with that. That doesn't look too bad at all. Now we're cranking. Oh. We don't need water in there. That annoys me. Gonna have to route this one, I guess. Just slightly out of the way. Oh, it's this part altogether. Well, you know what we could use to move that chest nicely? Is our dolly friend. Here we go. Dolly's so handy. Can I pick up a machine block with it? No, I can't. That'd be kind of neat. We'll just move that slightly out of the way, and now you should not get water without having to use a cover. I'm avoiding using a cover up here because it would look kind of, you know, meh. Alright, so we gotta reroute this a little bit. This bugs me. That this is gonna be not symmetrical. So I'm gonna move you slightly out of the way. And we can run you down there. No, that's good. That's okay. I can live with that. Let's make sure you're... Oh, not cobble. I don't want cobble. Obsidian. And I got it on high because I honestly have enough obsidian for whatever I'd like. I have enough obsidian. I'll put stone on the top. Good. I'll put input. Perfect. So yeah, now we're cranking out some nice amount of power. And it looks alright. I do kind of want to figure out a better way to run those fluid duct piping, because it looks kind of goofy. But it's doing a good job. Look how much power we're generating. Okay, so that'll take care of our power pretty decently. I mean, that line is only 400, so what I kind of want to do is separate this whole section. I want my machines and my AE to have the full 2000 output from that cell, and then I'll probably put... I guess I could do this now. I'll put the cell right here. I want to see the face. We'll put the cell right there. That'll be input, and this will be output. Blue and orange. Perfect. Input and output. And this will all be a 10,000 line. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I've only got 20. I need to make some more of those. We'll deal with that later, but at least now I have a buffer for my machines, and we shouldn't be totally killing our power anymore. So let me hook this guy back up and get him farming for potatoes, or wheat and carrots. Potatoes, I don't give a crap about potatoes. Wow, look how fast that cell died. Been recording for what, 10 minutes now? And about 10 minutes off camera? Yeah. That cell did not last long. That's where major power problems are coming. Our machines and our cell. Okay, so now we're going to work on nothing, because I thought that would really solve our problem. I'm going to get some of these 10,000 RF lines down. So this is annoying. Alright, so I don't have the patience right now to upgrade all these lines. I kind of want to get on to what I was working on, so my solution is going to be to put another buffer right here for our machines. That's our machine line, and we're just going to put another 400 output buffer to them. So output and input. Good? Good. Now we should be fantastic on power. This line is drawing 2000 RF. That's going to charge these two cells perfectly fine. Plus our ME system. And we are still gaining power with everything drawing. We're at 290 RF on applied energistics right now. Oh, in case you didn't know, it is a 10 to 1, so just add a 0. And that's how you convert from MJ to RF. It's 10 to 1. So like I said, we're going to be working on mob essence now that we've got around to it. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be working on mob essence now, and we need a couple things from MFR. We need a breeder. This guy is golden carrot, golden apple, purple dye. Oh my god, how do I get purple dye? Lapis and rose. Oh, we could do that. Do I have any rose? Oh good, I do. That might be enough for what we need. Lapis. I should have a decent amount of lapis. Perfect. 2 dye, that's all we need. Right? Good. Golden carrot. I have no carrots, so I'm gonna go steal a couple. Steal a couple from the field. Be right back. And I'm back with a couple carrots. I'm really curious. Yeah, that's really dipping our lava. These engines are really eating our lava, so we definitely have to get some more crucibles. And now we can get our 2 golden carrots. We're gonna need some more golden nuggets. Yeah, I'm fine with a stack of them. So we do have 43 gold blocks. We're not running out of gold. Breeder, golden apple now. I definitely have an apple. Throw those in, and we should be good. I might need more plastic. Gonna be making a few blocks, so gonna need more. We're definitely gonna need more of these. Do I have this auto crafting yet? I do. Give me a stack of that. We're gonna be using that sooner or later. Okay, so we have our breeder. Now we need a chronotyper, I think it is called. Chronotyper, yep. Emeralds, more purple dye. I should have 1 more rose. I hope that's the last of the purple dye I need. Plastic sheets and machine blocks. Great. And chronotyper, breeder. We're gonna need a grinder. Grinder is a piston or 2 tin gears, 2 books. I'm gonna go steal a couple books from my enchanting room. I do have a decent amount stocked up here. I need 2. You can have the rest. Oh, and I did tidy this up a bit. Put the ender tank there, because it's kind of cool to see. Put my 2 different anvils, because this open box anvil doesn't disenchant for whatever reason. It doesn't disenchant. And back to crafting. What was I making? A chronotyper. I'm gonna go with, no, not the chronotyper, the grinder. I'm gonna go with this recipe. Reception coil? Maybe not, because I need a machine frame. Bugger. I'll change of plans yet again. I need more of these sheets in the future. Need a piston. Oops. And the really nice thing about that farm is now I have it hooked up to my AE system with a storage bus, so I have all the wood I could ever possibly need. Grinder and one more, the sewer. This will really help with excess excess mob essence, free mob essence really. So I'm gonna need to get some bricks because I'm pretty sure, oh I do, great, wonderful. I thought it was out of bricks because I'm always out of clay. Now let's lay these guys out. I did make a plot already, ready to go for this whole purpose. And these things aren't upgradable. Like this is a 5x5, this is upgradable, this is a 5x5, and this is a 5x5. So those all do 5x5 areas, so just go with a 5x5 plot. Or you can make multiple grinders, like you could place one here, let's say, and then you'd have to have another one there. Which I'm probably going to do because I want a lot of mob essence, but for proof of concept of the video, this will do for now. So here's a grinder that's going to kill mobs, and it's going to kill mobs, get drops, and we'll deal with that. The chronotyper is pretty cool actually. What it's going to do is detect if either you have adults or babies. So what we're going to have here in this plot is our breeder. And I think I kind of want it on the same line, I guess. Face it towards you. Because it will, whatever's in front of this, it looks different. You can tell the difference immediately on the block siding. Which one is what you want. So the breeder is going to breed animals. Simply. The chronotyper is going to move the babies into here, where they'll grow up to be adults, and then the grinder will kill them. Excuse me, I'm still a bit sick. The grinder does detect adults automatically, so you don't gotta worry about that. It won't kill babies. And now, I'm gonna grab a couple more things, I'll be back, and we'll see where we go from here. Alright, so I think I have just about everything I need, except for I want 2 more of these ender tanks. 2 more of these guys. A couple more cauldrons. I gotta be close to the blaze rods. Oh, that's my last 4. And I did start growing some cactuses on my plot by the sugarcane. You might have seen them when I was at my farm. And I'm just gonna color these ender tanks green, because it makes sense. Green for mob essence. And you shall be green. Perfect. On these sewers, I want one upgrade for these sewers, because the sewers do a 1x1 by default. Now what upgrade would be good on the sewer? I think an iron would be good enough. Let me check the range on this with the precision sledge. Yeah, so iron... upgrade. Iron, I think tin would be good. Let's try a tin upgrade. Oh my god, that's way larger than I thought. I thought it was radius by 3. Okay. Iron's what we need. Tin is too much. Iron upgrade. Iron upgrade should be perfect for that. Yeah, that'll do the job just fine. So, I think I might lay... Let's worry about that after. Where's our breeder? Breeder's going to be in here, so we're going to have XP drops. I'm going to throw the sewer... I think I kind of want it 1 block under, actually. Can it work 1 block under? Let's find out. And my sewer disappeared. Getting a lot of weird bugs today. Sewer with the range upgrade should cover more than that area, actually. Let me hop upstairs really quick. Yeah, it looks a little bit derpy, but it's definitely covering the area. I think it'll work. Breeder goes here. Face him in. And kernel typer. Yeah, I think that'll move it there. So faced it that way. I don't know. We'll figure out what's facing the wrong way. Alright, so we're good here. I need to run some cables. Breeder's going to need an item duct input. And it's also going to need power. So the item duct input will come up there, go down under the conduits. We'll run out that way. The grinder obviously will need an output plus energy. It'll actually need 3 outputs. Well, 1 input and 2 outputs. So there's going to be our energy, items, and our mob essence will come out of there. And we'll run that down probably right here. Yeah, that'll do. And item duct. Perfect. So those guys are ready to go underground. Okay, so let's get the stuff all hooked up now that I grabbed a couple extra things, hooked up my barrels. Let's get these hardened conduits ran. I don't think, no, the sewer doesn't need power at all. Excuse me. I'm getting over a bit of a cold. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose really quick. Okay, I'm back. Let me run this cable and I'll be back shortly after I get this all ran up. I just gotta connect power, connect these item ducts, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, so I changed my mind on one thing. I wasn't gonna run item ducts to the breeder and feed them from the barrels and have AE inserted to the barrels, but I think this will be easier. One thing I'm gonna have to live with is this purple cable sticking out of my farm. But I think this will be easier, if it works. If not, then we do have to go back to the item duct system. But here's what I did. Fluid duct out of the grinder. It's set to an output. Well, not yet, but we'll do that. This also needs to be set red, so it'll output. These guys are connected up to the barrels, where it'll insert all the drops from the animals. Power going through. Fluid duct from the sewer, obviously, as well. Output. And we need to direct this somewhere, but first things first, this sewer is going to produce something called sludge, I think it is, and I want to capture it in a tank before I do anything else. So I'm going to make sure we get that captured in a tank, because I need it to set a filter. I got a fluid duct stuck there. I just blew my nose, it's stuffed again. Anyways, I need some of that sludge, or whatever it's called, the byproduct, not mob essence, to be trapped in that tank. So that'll do that job. And this guy will wait to connect. So this is all good to go down here. Let me hop upstairs and I'll show you how I'm going to insert into that breeder. Alright, so if this works, this should go as planned. ME export bus. This is going to export items from the network. And it's made with an interface, a piston, iron, and a cable. And let's see, it hooks up. Nice, good. Oh no, I need to upgrade it. I only got 1 slot. What other kind of export buses do we have? Maybe precision export bus will give us more slots, or I need to put another one. I could put another one on the top. That's a possibility. Let me see if the precision gives me more slots than the basic. Alright, so it looks like the export bus will do the job. We have 8 slots instead of 1. The precision, so good. That'll work. Let's hop back over to the farm. Alright, and because our farm over there is connected with storage buses now, I did that in between videos, we should be able to set this to export wheat and carrots. And we can go with single items at a time. One thing I wish this breeder had, like the planter, is do not consume stack button. That would be amazing if I could tell it not to consume a stack. So it'll start moving potatoes or wheat and carrots. I keep saying potatoes, blah blah. And one thing we do have to do here is, because this is a block, the mobs or the animals will jump on it, so I do have to kind of wall it off. It looks a bit dumb, but what can you do? You gotta wall it off. Yeah, this I gotta wall off too. So I think they could jump on that, then jump on that. Yep. what I'm probably going to do is use some covers here, just so I don't have to have this big, ugly line. Alright, I think we're ready to put some animals in here. Grinder's getting power, some power. They're all getting enough power to do their job. Let me grab some animals, I guess. So we have wheat and carrots now flowing in. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Excuse the sniffles, guys. I'm sure you probably heard it on last video too, but yes, I'm a bit sick. So throw your adults in the pen with the breeder, and the chronotyper should be facing the right way. We're gonna find out right now. Please breed. Alright, so they're gonna make a baby. And is my chronotyper facing the right way? Doesn't look like it. Work cycle. And good. Alright, now it's facing the right way. So the purple side in towards your adults. I'm gonna pretty well slaughter everything I can. Pigs. I don't have another pig. We'll get to that. Oh, by the way, this is why they weren't getting enough power, because I forgot I disabled the cell. Yeah, now they should all fill up on power nicely. That's a little bit better. Okay, good. Do we have sledge? Oh, I need a servo. Good, I did make one. Definitely have sledge. Sewage. It's called sewage, not sledge. And mob essence. Let's hope we get the sewage out. Low. Sewage. Good. Perfect. The mob essence in the pipe doesn't matter because the sewage already found a home. Let's see if we have enough for a bucket's worth. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Now this sewage tank can come with me. And you guys can link up now because it doesn't matter. Only one type of liquid could be in the pipe at once, so the mob essence has no home yet. Let me go craft up something cool, and I'll show you guys what I got in my... Here we go, the nullifier. This is basically thermal expansion's version of a trash can. I already have a lava bucket, nice. This is thermal expansion's trash can that you can pump into. So we need one more servo. And we got ourselves a nullifier, and I do need one more servo. Gimme, thank you. This is basically, like I said, a trash can for fluids or items. Where do I want this? Probably put it right here. And it disappeared because I clicked it on the roof. There, it's back. That's a way to fix it without relogging, I found out. Alright, so there's our nullifier. Let me disconnect this line, and this line. Just because I have to set up the whitelist, or I'll start nullifying my mob essence, which would not be ideal. So we need a servo there, and now we can set this to be a whitelist sewage. Perfect. So this will only dump sewage now. The mob essence is safe. And we gotta set the outputs, so that would be on the back to be an input. Now it's gonna dump all sewage into the nullifier and destroy it. Excuse me. I'm dying over here. Let me hop upstairs and set up our tanks. So here we go, we got our tank set up for mob essence, and now obviously because only one fluid can be in something at once, we can have our mob essence flow to it without worrying about sewage getting in here. But I want to do the same thing I did with the sewage, is whitelist this to be mob essence only. You can see our sewage is getting nullified. This pipe will clean out, more will flow. I don't think I have a bucket's worth in here. No. I have to wait for more mob essence, and then I can whitelist this guy to be mob essence only. So I need 1,000 millibuckets of mob essence, then I can get a bucket's worth, and put a whitelist on that. So our grinder's ready to go, everything is ready to go. We have sheep, so let me just demonstrate the grinder. And we have an extra cow? Yeah, we do. Let's show what the grinder does. It kills stuff, pulls the drops into the pipe, and it makes mob essence as well. After the nullifier clears out the sewage. Okay, so I think we got a pretty good setup here to make mob essence. What I do need to have is pigs. So next video, I will show you how to clone stuff with MFR as well. It has a really cool spawning block to clone stuff. I am gonna put some covers here to fix this ugly, weird fencing we have going on. I guess we can move this, and we can have this operational. It's about time. And I'm gonna make a temporary holding pen here for the animals I want to grow up, because I do want 4 of each type. So we'll let those guys grow up without being slaughtered. Then we'll have 4 cows, and we'll have 4 sheep. That one can get moved. 4 cows and 4 sheep. Good. After those grow up. And is this guy still moving? Now are you moving? Let's make sure before we wrap up we got this the right way. Moving babies. There we go. Now those who grow up get slaughtered. Such is life. And once we scale this up a little bit more, when I get my pigs in there, I'm gonna double this setup and have another identical thing going on here. And we should be generating quite a decent amount of mob essence. We already have... a decent amount of mob essence. We have, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 1600 mob essence running this farm, well, for about 5 minutes now. We've had the farm going for about 5 minutes. And we need to wait for 1,000 millibuckets in one tank. And then we could do stuff with it. But I guess we could set up our ender tank too before we leave. Because why not? So this will be our ender tank. Right here. And we'll start using this. Actually, I don't want it to flow into it yet, because I want to get the whitelist set up back there, just in case I empty these tanks out, which I probably will use this mob essence up next video and empty it out completely. We'll just get this ready to go. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm now producing mob essence. Next video we'll get into cloning and using that mob essence. Until next time, everyone.